What is Delhi's Indian Ocean strategy? The latest developments have two parts, the Sukhoi and Sri Lanka. Let me explain. Today, the Indian Air Force inducted the first Sukhoi-30MKI fighter aircraft squadron at the Thanjavur airbase in Tamil Nadu.
Thanjavur is very strategically located, and this squadron has been raised here. It was in our plans for the last decade when we started this plan. And the question was, what is the importance and what role? So the role it will undertake is the air defense of the southern peninsula, and more importantly, with this special maritime capability in combination of BrahMos, it will be for maritime role in support of the Navy.
That was India's Air Force Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat and the DRDO Chief were also present. The Sukhoi fighters were inducted into the 222 Tiger Sharks fighter squadron. There was an aerobatic team display. The aircraft was given a water salute. Here's something else that is very special about what happened today. This will be the first Sukhoi-30MKI squadron to be equipped with BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles. The BrahMos missile has a target range of 300 kilometers. India now has the ability to strike any target, both at sea and land, in any weather condition. So this squadron will have aerial and maritime roles. It will guard the Indian Ocean. India needed this kind of firepower in the Indian Ocean region, especially with growing Chinese presence. China is following what is called the string of pearls strategy. What is the string of pearls, you may ask? These are Chinese installations, strategic ports, expressways, infrastructure investments, and they make a string around India. They encircle India. Beijing has already built its first overseas naval base in Djibouti, that's in the Horn of Africa. Now, with the Rajapaksas in power in Sri Lanka, China has greater influence. India is leaving nothing to chance. It has now played its hand both diplomatically and strategically. Over the weekend, India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval met Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa in Colombo. They discussed setting up a maritime research coordination centre and building closer military ties. 2 months ago, during President Rajapaksa's first visit to India after taking office, Prime Minister Modi offered $450 million in aid to Sri Lanka. India is working on reviving ties. It's a two-pronged strategy, strategic investments and military cooperation with Sri Lanka. The Indian Ocean region, or I.O.R. as it's called, is crucial for India's maritime strategy. 2/3 of the world's oil, 1/3 of the world's bulk cargo, half of all container traffic, and all of these travel through the Indian Ocean. It is no wonder then that the center of gravity of India's strategic thinking has shifted towards the Indian Ocean, and specifically to countries like Sri Lanka and the Maldives. India is working on something called the MCPP, the Maritime Capability Perspective Plan. This plan will boost India's naval ambitions. It will give India operational capabilities in Sri Lanka. It will act as a counter to China. China has been engaged in a nefarious game. 3 years ago, remember, in January 2017, a Chinese attack submarine, which was returning from anti-piracy patrols in the Indian Ocean, stopped at a Malaysian port. This was an unprecedented stopover. It was a public display of China's undersea force. Such violation of rules has become the norm for China. So it's good that India now has capability to respond and retaliate to any such aggression from China. For maritime trade as well as for security, the Indian Ocean region is the biggest game for India. New Delhi needs to put all its energy in preserving the advantages in this ocean and find new gains. Without an iota of doubt, the sea is the next frontier.